asked him, was YSL a gang? On the indictment, it's 28 motherfuckers that say these are all YSL gang members. Thug them saying we ain't no motherfucking gang, we're a record label. That nigga's a producer, that nigga's an artist, that nigga do security, that nigga do this. Yes, YSL is a gang. Have you witnessed YSL do any type of felonies or this? Yes, I have witnessed YSL felonies with the gang. Aubrey, are you telling me he's not implementing anybody else outside himself?
Potentially.
What do you
Potentially.
mean potentially? Remember, they got 28 people under indictment as YSL.
Potentially.
As the underboss.
And that's why I say potentially. So I feel like he was trying to save his own ass when he, agreed. But there's a clause in the plea agreement in the paperwork that says unless unless I invoke my Fifth Amendment rights, kind of like spousal rights, right? You don't have to say anything about your husband.
He's already
Now,
said it, Aubrey.
well, he said he talked about his involvement.
No, he did not. He said YSL, the motherfucking boss is Young Thug. The underboss is Gunna. And they got a whole list of everybody else who playing what soldiers, this. They are saying all these people are the YSL empire.
How many bosses have said they don't even know what the fuck is going on?
And
They're just the boss.
how many bosses avoided conviction? None of them. Big
A
Meech went,
lot.
T went, John Gotti went. It's a bunch of them that didn't win that been hit with the RICO. Who? Give me one that said, I don't know these people, and all these motherfuckers said, yeah, that's the boss, and they avoided conviction. Give me one.
I can't recall the name of the one
I,
in the
I
Meech.
know you can't.
Well, there is one. I can't recall the name of him when I was clerking for the federal judge, but just like Trump, right? They've already indicted his
Can't go to
organization.
Trump. They cannot. They're not
They're
RICOing
not.
Trump. Fuck out of here.
No, they indicted his
They're not
organization
RICOing
recently.
Trump. We're talking RICO, a criminal
Well, and
empire.
the Rico cases that I know, I don't remember the boss, but I
Yeah, like
do
you can't
remember.
spin on me. Let's make sure
No,
for the
no. Let me
record,
tell you. Let me tell you what I
Trump
remember.
is
Right?
not running a criminal empire. They're not RICOing Trump.
Okay, well, let me tell you what I remember, right? So when like I said, I was looking for the judge, the FBI brought all them in at once for arraignment. Now, the only one who had a lawyer right on site was the lawyer, the free world. He was free that day. Everyone else went to
We
jail.
don't know nothing about that. If you
And
ain't got paperwork, nothing to talk about. What we
well,
talking
I
about is
can,
what
I
we
can,
got.
I can
Listen,
try to get it.
Aubrey, on the 100 side, we don't go on stories. We go on the
He
work.
gets away, is what I'm saying,
We go on the
because
document.
because
Aubrey, what you talking about? Listen, one thing about criminal cases, one word, one thing left out or added to change the whole scenario. So we don't give a fuck what you or me is verbally
and is
saying.
he a
We
credible
go on the
witness?
work in front of
But
us.
listen though, is he even a credible witness if he's a criminal himself?
He's
There's
not
a
a criminal.
he admitted to being a criminal.
He's not a criminal. He admitted to being part of a criminal empire.
That's that same thing to, in my
No,
opinion.
it's not. He's saying I was a part of YSL. He's not a criminal. He's not. He hasn't been to.
I,
Listen. Look, Aubrey. I'm a criminal. I've been to the penitentiary. I've been convicted 3, 4 times for felony offenses and did real time and got out and did parole time. I am a criminal. I'm what they call an ex-convict.
I understand that.
He has not. You are not a criminal until you've been convicted in the court of law.
What I think is gonna happen, Wack, and this is just
We
my
ain't asked
theory.
about what you think is gonna happen.
Well,
We're
nothing is
talk.
everything
We're
is
not
what
talking,
ifs right
Aubrey. No,
now.
no, 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 Aubrey. We're talking about this man standing in court and identifying YSL, a corporation, a record label, as him being part of the record label, and him saying yes, it is indeed, in fact, a gang as well. Now, all these other people that's been under indictment by them saying this is a criminal empire and they saying it's not, he has become a reliable source because he is documented as the underboss to say, you're right, they are a criminal empire and they involved. He also agreed that he had witnessed and watched them commit crime and felony activities. Aubrey, in your square ass world, maybe it's not telling. In our world, you can't tell us what's telling. This is where you lose. You cannot tell us what's telling. Telling is defined as when you give any information on anybody other than your motherfucking self.
Understand it's two different worlds, right?
That's
It's the
telling.
street world and it's the
That's telling
judicial
you.
system.
Your square ass ain't gonna tell us
What
the rules we go by. It's just like in war,
I'm not
right?
saying he
We
was
over here in the
violent.
United States, if we go kill a motherfucker right now because they over there in them projects, they gonna charge us with murder. Am I not right? But we'll deploy special forces to go into motherfucking Indonesia, Vietnam, or fucking Saudi Arabia, and this is the target, and anything in between us and them, we don't give a fucking woman, kids, whatever, village, kill it. And all them people come right back to America, then kill 38 motherfuckers each, and don't get damn charges. It's different rules.
But Wack, in this case, ain't this telling them both worlds, criminal, the street world, and
Telling.
I mean, this is legit. Like,
He telling the nigga telling. Like the nigga, he telling. They listen, for one, Aubrey, you know no better. The nigga pled guilty to he was arrested for RICO. 8 months later, pled guilty to RICO and released the day he pled guilty. When you seen a nigga do 8 months for a RICO guilty verdict? When you seen that at,
I
Aubrey?
haven't.
Doug just entered the courtroom.
Like what we talking about right now? Like I think you just wanted to argue with some people this morning because you ain't that
But
crazy.
the thing is, it's a
When
lot of people. It's a lot of people agreeing with her, not just on the stage, but in real life. I'm arguing with my homie right
Hey,
now. I'm like,
bro,
I'm
it's a
never
lot
gonna.
of listen. It's a lot of square people who understand nothing about the law, bro.
But it's niggas who's not
Only thing they
square.
know about telling
It's
is if a
niggas.
nigga get on the stand and say it was him that shot me. That's all they know about telling. They don't
But these niggas
understand
is not square.
that man
Niggas
just
is.
gave information, right, that implement the other 27 people that's arrested.
Wack,
I
I'm a
I
square.
I'm glad that we're
I
I
know
talking
it's
believe
about
he's
it
telling.
gonna
I
do
because
know
it's
that.
he
really.
snitched. That's telling.
I'm glad
That's
we're
what he
talking about it
did.
because it's really. It's really niggas out here
She had to
supposed to be
prove.
street niggas.
See, look, you got to remember this what Thug had his shit at. YSL is my label. Sex, Money, Murder is my gang. Okay, all this shit happened. Yeah, well, that's gang member shit. Charge me as a motherfucking, how you gonna charge me? See, that RICO charge brings an automatic crazy number. Nigga, if you telling me Sex, Money, Murder did this as a blood gang, that's cool. YSL is a company I work for, right?
Fact.
That's a company. So what they just was able to do is erase the Sex, Money, Murder and say YSL is the one that's responsible for all the criminal acts. I already knew a Thug was gonna go with it, nigga. Okay, well that's Sex, Money, Murder. Fuck that got to do with YSL. I've been Sex, Money, Murder before I was rapping. Why you think the DA this nigga? I let you go. Think about it. Why would she do that? It gives her that peace she need. She got the peace she need. Cause Thug is documented Sex, Money, Murder. He a Damu for real. So how could you prove that these things that happened didn't happen in the name of sex, money, murder? I'm not, I'm not the head of Sex, Money, Murder. Shit, I'm from Atlanta. That shit originated in motherfucking New York. Fuck you talking about. I'm not there. I don't run Sex, Money, Murder. You can't RICO me for no fucking Sex, Money, Murder. I'm just a motherfucking gang member like all the rest of them. Her whole approach, you notice, have you ain't heard her mention nothing about no Sex, Money, Murder? You ain't heard that woman mention nothing about that. It's all YSL. YSL Criminal Empire, RICO, YSL Criminal Empire, for the betterment of the gang, for the betterment of the organization. This nigga just got up there. Aubrey, did you hear the content?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear the questions that motherfuckers asked him, Aubrey?
I did.
Did you hear when that motherfucker said, is YSL a record label? Yes, it is. Is YSL also a gang? What that nigga say, Aubrey?
I didn't hear it specifically like that, but she kept referencing YSL as a gang, and he kept answering the questions without
He
without
said,
refuting it.
yes, it is. Is YSL also a gang? Yes, it is. Have you witnessed YSL involved in any felony offense or criminal activity? Yes, I
I
have.
heard that.
So, Aubrey, is he cooperating? Is that for the defense side or that's for the district attorney side? Who's in favor of that information?
The DA.
Now, Aubrey, if you was arrested by the warrant of a DA and you're now giving the DA information, you are cooperating with the DA.
Absolutely.
Is a
But
cooperant a more is a cooperant a more legal term for snitch?
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This is the only thing I'm
I'm
saying
listening.
is there's no co-defendants with him, right?
Yeah, he
So,
got 27.
28, you with him?
but
He got 27, Cody.
Yeah, you 27?
they're not being tried with him.
Yes, they all no, they all got their own individual cases. You know, him and Thug got one charge. You know what they charge him with? RICO. That means every count up under RICO. Then you got like number 27. He's charged with drug distribution, possession of firearm, robbery. It's like we got all the paperwork on every last Cody what they charges are.
But you can't take someone's statements from one trial and use them in another trial. And he's
What do
gonna
you mean? What do you mean? All them are falling up under the same
It's
RICO
Rico.
charge. They're under the
but
same indictment.
but they still have the separation of their trials,
No,
which
they're all under the same indictment.
but they can still request for
No,
the
they can't.
trials.
No, they can request for separation. Don't
And
mean you gonna get it.
well, if the prosecutor is talking to only one party, right, without the other attorneys, you know, approving
They're
the
all
questions or
under one
not, then
indictment. For
yeah,
instance,
that happens,
Blueface
right?
had a assault. Him and two other dudes. Y'all saw the assault in the club. I tried for 8 months to separate that shit. One nigga in jail, he an ex-con. The other one on the